Hello, my name is Kat, and I filmed a green look today. I got a message on Tumblr saying, can you do a green eye look? So here's my green eye look. I personally prefer kind of cooler greens with more blue in them than yellow. So I did a swatchy swatch, and these are some of the colors I used for this eye look. These top ones, and the bottom one is from the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, so I'm just showing you these are the greens I used today. But if you want a tutorial with more warmer tones and a warmer green look, I can do that for sure. So I really actually like this look. It's kind of like a jadish green, and in my head I was thinking more emerald going into it, but I really honestly like it. I think it's very wearable because it's not too like big. It's just kind of like a soft, it almost looks like a one shadow look, but it's like a one shadow look with lots of dimension. Like I didn't just put one shadow on, but I really liked what it turned out to be. I used a gold on the inner corners to kind of bring some life back and bring some, what's the word, warmth. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, it's the ColourPop lip pencil in Button. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. I think in the outro I'm going to ask some kind of like poll opinion-y questions, so if you could watch the end, I'd appreciate it and get back to me on that. Okay, so here I am with all of my makeup on, except my eye look. And I have lots of pins in my hair. So the first thing I'm doing is taking a big ol' fluffy brush and a bronzer, and I'm putting the bronzer through my crease, which I do all the time. So you've probably seen it. And then I'm taking just a green eyeliner. This one is from Kat Von D. It's called Eyegasm, but you could either skip this step or use whatever you have. I just had this on hand and I really liked the shade of green, so I thought it would be a good base and place to start for this look. So then I'm just taking this fluffy brush. It's almost like a flat brush, but that's fluffy and for blending. And I'm just taking that shade I'm pointing to from the BH Party Girl palette. It's really just, it's almost like a sheer shimmery green, and I just kind of took it and popped it on top of my base and blended what I had out with it. And then I'm pointing to that green right there, and I'm just popping some of that on my lid to get the shade of green that I specifically wanted for the look. And then I'm just blending over everything. I do that a lot. And then I'm just taking this minty green from the, I think it's called All About Candies eyeshadow palette. I used it in my pastel tutorial, but anyway, I just put some of that in the center, and then I'm just taking my blending brush and using that to put something on my lower lash line before I start, and I'm pointing to that color, which is kind of like the color I put on my lid, but deeper and a little bit richer, and I'm just putting that on my lower lash line. It's with a brush that's almost kind of like a smaller version of the other blending brush I used. I really like brushes like this because you can kind of pack shadow on and blend it out with the same brush. It's kind of like a 2-for-1, and so you can see that I'm putting some of that on the top lid too and kind of blending it with it. And then I'm grabbing a kind of deep emerald shade, and I'm using that on my outer corner, kind of like the outer V on the upper lash line, and then a little bit on the lower lash line to give a little bit of definition, but I wanted this look to be really like daytime and kind of wearable, so I just used another green instead of going in with like a dark brown or a black. So you can see that I'm really making sure everything's really soft and diffused. And I'm blending, of course, we're blending. Grabbing a different brush, and blending. And then I'm going in actually with a dark brown and the emerald I used earlier, and I'm using that as kind of an eyeliner. And you could just put it on like that and leave it, but I just wanted a little bit of definition, but still wanted it to really fit in with the look, which was kind of like an earthy, not really glam, just kind of like pretty and green. So I grabbed my blending brush again and dipped it into that emerald and used it to kind of blend out the liner and make it part of the outer V. And so that was my eye look for then. I kind of went back in and added a highlight later, but you saw that I curled my lashes, and I'm applying mascara. This isn't really a lash look. I've been doing these looks on my channel that are just about like pretty diffused applications of color. I feel like it's kind of like a trend that I've been doing. So I'm just applying mascara just to have mascara on. And then I'm taking out all those pins. I actually straightened my hair. My hair was straight in the intro and outro. And so I thought maybe I was done, but then I, of course, did those touch-ups on my face, and then I actually went into that Candy Used palette, again, it's by Essence, and grabbed like a teeny tiny brush and put some highlight on my inner corner. It looks white in the pan sometimes, but it's actually a really light gold. And it's really pretty, I think. And so I just packed a lot of that on my inner corner and put a little bit just right under the arch of my brows. And I feel like that really brought the look together, brought a little warmth. And that highlight in the inner corners I think is just a nice touch. And so that is the finished look. You see that I paired it with kind of natural skin and a brown lip. And so that's that. I hope you like this tutorial. Bye. Okay, so that's the end. I have a few kind of like video format questions. The first one is, do you like when there's music in my videos? That's the first question. The second one is, do you like when I have an intro and outro like I did in this video, or do you not really mind? And number 3 is, do you want to see the look in the beginning, or do you not mind that either? Like, I'll put links to like examples of videos so you can kind of like see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just want to know what your opinions are on my videos. You can either leave it in a comment, or if you want, you can message me on my makeup Tumblr or my main Tumblr. It's your choice. So thank you so much for watching, and if you send me feedback, thanks in advance. Once again, if you have any requests, let me know and I will be happy to do them. And as I said in the beginning, if you want a more warm toned green look, I can do that. I have ideas for videos, but I always film my requests first. So, okay, so I think I've touched on everything. So I want to say thank you for watching. I will be posting new videos continuously, if everything goes according to plan, and I'm taking requests. So, bye.
Okay, so I want to know, I just keep looking at this eye look. I mean, it looks good, huh?
As always, I don't know. I have to edit around this.
Someone sent me a message and said, can you do a green eye look? And my answer is yes.